Welcome back to On Point, Grade 1's for 3-year-old edition. James, before we get to our race of the week, some graded stakes news, which is somewhat related to the Hollywood Derby, but the Pennsylvania Derby elevated to Grade 1 status, Mount and Eighth on the dirt for 3-year-olds in September. Wood Memorial and Bluegrass downgraded to Grade 2. What do you think?
I thought it clearly deserved it. I mean, it's really drawn strong fields. I mean, we'll take charge with both the winner and runner-up this year coming back and winning Grade 1 races over older horses. Yeah, it made sense to me.
Yeah, and Frosted the
Yeah,
year
and
before
Frosted
that,
the year before.
Bayern,
Bayern.
California Chrome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the committee is pretty standard. They have various point systems and things like that. And it was pretty clear the PA Derby was heading in that direction. The 3-year-old Derby prep front, I'm a little torn because to me that is one series where historical significance maybe does play a role. It's hard to imagine New York especially isn't going to come back into the fold as a dominant prep. I mean, it just seems like there's an ebb and flow to it. It's ebbing now or flowing, one or the other. But,
Right.
I mean, the Bluegrass is one thing. It's fallen out of favor for whatever reason. The Wood Memorial, to me, is more circumstance, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it get its Grade 1 back.
Yeah, and it's been pointed out. I mean, it's gone back and forth as well as the Bluegrass from Grade 1 to Grade 2 and back again. And I think a little bit of an issue, especially like this past year, it seems, is short fields. I mean, a lot of these Derby preps had short fields. I look at whether it's Florida or elsewhere, other New York and other states, and California is a good example. Just too many short fields where you're not getting 10 or 12 horses.
And interestingly enough, the 2 downgraded races this year, the 2 where maidens finished second.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
it definitely been some down years. We'll see what happens this year, though. I mean, wouldn't surprise me to see Classic Empire go to the Bluegrass, given he has a win over the track, and Mark Casse certainly supports Keeneland. One Grade 1 race, as I said, though, the Hollywood Derby, 3-year-olds on the turf. Certainly an impressive roster of winners. I'm not sure how you feel about 3-year-olds in December getting to run for a Grade 1, but we'll see it in a couple weeks with the Malibu, which is almost a de facto 4-year-old race anyway. But this competitive group, and I know you like some prices.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely appreciate, Grade 1 that has a 12-horse field, that's for sure. And 6 of them are shipping in from the East Coast. And I landed on Revved Up, who's 20-1 for McGahee. I thought he ran into a really nice horse, Sadler's Joy, last time. He's won 3 in a row. Looks like a stakes horse. Revved Up, 2 big races. He got a 118 late pace, 2 starts back. I think he's well drawn in like post 8 or 9. I think he gets the trip. And I'll even make a little case for Isotherm. I'm willing to throw out that last race. His 2 races before that on soft turf last time. 2 races before that were real strong. He's 12-1 for George Weaver. So a lot of people will be looking at Beach Patrol and
Chad Brown, same way.
Camelot Kitten for Chad Brown. But those are the East Coast horses I like.
All right. Now I am sticking on the West Coast, but for me, Blackjack Cat, who's 8-1 on the morning line. I'm sorry, that's cracking me up. He loses the blinkers, but keeps Mike Smith, which I think is good. Mike Smith knows him. None of his turf races have been bad. I mean, he hasn't gotten the job done at this level, but at a price, I think he can be right there. And the trainer is having a really good Del Mar meet. So, price is all around for sure. And if you can beat Chad Brown, you're going to be doing all right.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that pick because that horse has a little bit of an upside to him, it looks like, and he might have continue to show more. So, yeah, definitely took a hard look at him. He's one I'd consider for exotics.
All right. Well, next week we'll be without Vance, so you'll join me on Turf Talk, but certainly touch on the Hong Kong races.
Yes.
Vance will be out there. Looking forward to what he provides from the Pacific Rim, and I believe we have the final points races of the year, Los Al next week, so we'll talk about those.
All right, look forward to it.
Else, Gulfstream's going on. And
yeah, Gulfstream starts this weekend, claiming crowns. So big fields in those races, so some good betting there.
No doubt, lots of fun. All right, well, join us next week for Turf Talk and On Point. Until then.